I don't even know. I feel like I'm doing a confession video right now. If you want to know this heartbreak and how bad this was, these past 4 months have been life-changing. If you're not trying to be trauma dumped on right now, maybe I do run away from all my problems. Why do I care so much about what people think of me? Disabled my Instagram right then and there. My whole entire life has been YouTube. Didn't realize how much I liked this boy. Okay. Is this video about to be called like reading out my love letters? We're back. I always love opening up these tea packets because on the back there's a little quote and it's like, ooh, what am I gonna get today? It says, you are the master of your judgments, your decisions, and your actions. That's so crazy that out of all the ones I pulled, this is the one that I pulled today. It's been a month since I posted on YouTube, and the reason why is we're gonna get into it today. So I actually don't know where to start. I'm going to be so honest with you, and I feel like, well, I filmed this video once, edited it all, and then I realized Miss Girl was going on a ramble. She was speaking and it all made sense in my head, and then I watched it back and I was like, babes, what happened to story structure here? Like, what was that? Okay, we're here now, filming it again. And yeah, I need to be honest with you, I don't know where this video is gonna go. Okay, so there's so much that's going on in my head that I have not talked about, and I genuinely don't know what to say because I don't know how everything's gonna connect together. And I think that's what I'm afraid of right now, is that nothing's gonna connect together and people are gonna be like, what the fuck was this video? But I think that like I can't even think about what I'm trying to deliver to you right now or how I'm trying to make this make sense. Girl, relax. This isn't a fucking interview, you know? Like, that's how I feel right now. It's not that big of a deal, but to me it's a big deal because I have not posted on YouTube for a month straight. Like, I haven't stopped posting for this long in years. I don't take a month off of YouTube. And if you like don't believe me, like, bro, I've been doing YouTube full time for like 6 years now. I'm 21. It became my full-time job when I was 15, and I have been doing it for fun ever since I was 7. Me being like, you know what, I'm gonna just stop posting and I'm gonna let myself come back whenever I feel like coming back has never happened. Cause like YouTube is my life. So it's like when I take a step back, it's like, are you ready to understand maybe a little bit what I'm trying to talk about? Okay, I don't even know. I feel like I'm doing a fucking confession video right now. You're gonna learn a lot about me today. So if you're not trying to be trauma dumped on right now, like, and about like me, don't watch this video because this video is gonna be a lot of me, because I think that if I try to like say it in a way of like tell you guys what I've learned this past month, it'll turn out like not, I just should just tell a story. I'm like saying these thoughts out loud as I'm realizing them right now because I'm like so awkwardly nervous. I should just tell you guys a story, and if you guys connect with the story, then I hope you do, and if you don't, I hope you're not offended, or I hope I didn't waste your time, okay? Thank you so much for watching. I don't know how long this video is going to be. Okay. I've just been really taking a step back and like asking myself, like, where the fuck am I? What am I doing? Like, what am I doing? Like, what? Literally, like, that's a question I like looked at this was the catalyst. This was the catalyst. Ready for the story. I forgot about this till right now. Buckle up. We have a direction that we're headed into right now. So, oh my God, I remember the first thought and how this all started. Okay, this is it. I was on my Instagram, and at this point I had like 400, 300 pictures. I don't know, like, it's a regular fucking Instagram. I had Instagram. So when was this? What day is it? April 1st? I've been gone since like what, like February? Yeah, February was the last time I posted a video. It's now April. But I remember maybe like February 17th or something, I hit 1 million followers on Instagram. So it's like, you know, you're a little bit more hyper fixated. I just went to the NBA All-Star thing, so I was posting. Again, you're a little bit more hyper fixated on social media and like what my feed looked like the things that I was posting. Oh my God, I just hit 1 million. And then what happened was I noticed myself going on my feed and like going to archive a post because I was like, does this look good? Like, how can I make this look better? And I like literally caught myself in the act, and I was like, wait. Why do I care so much about what people think of me? That's what I asked myself. Because I realized I'm like, me curating my Instagram to look this certain way to make me look cool, that meant I gave a fuck about how people perceive me. And I really stopped and I asked myself for a second, wait. This is not healthy. This isn't good. The fact that I'm like on my own Instagram being like, should I delete this? Like, is it, if I delete this, like, is this gonna look more, or if I have this photo first? What? It's really not that fucking serious. It's really not that serious, girl. What are you doing? You know, I literally disabled my Instagram right then and there. Disabled, bitch. Gone. Just deleted the fucking Instagram. Disabled, you can come back, but just disabled. Just delete. Yep. I think I just realized like I was curating this life and it's like, is this even like what I like? Is this what I want, or am I doing this for other people? I kind of like thought about that when I looked at my Instagram. I was like, am I trying to put something on for other people to like perceive me a certain type of way? Why am I creating this version of myself? Like, is this who I actually am? Because every time I go to think about whether or not I like this picture, whether or not I like the way I look in this, whether or not this outfit is gonna get like, you know, like which outfit is better to post. It's like every time I do that, I'm thinking about everybody else and everybody else's opinions and what's trending, what's not trending, what's cool, what's embarrassing. Do people like this? Do people like that? Like what kind of story? What? I bet you a lot of y'all watching this video haven't fucking posted in Instagram in how long? So long, right? Yeah, girl, I know. Why? Because you're fucking scared. I would be too. It's a scary world out there. You don't know. It feels like such a big identity thing. Oh my God. Started with my Instagram and then, I don't know, I started working on Alchemy a lot as well. So then I just started becoming a little bit busier. So it was just harder for me to get videos out. And then a week went by and I was like, oh, no Instagram, no YouTube. And then like another couple days went by and I was like, should I just... And then I just naturally started getting busy and I put my attention into something else for the first time ever. And it wasn't YouTube, which was interesting because my whole entire life has been YouTube. That has been my job, that has been my hobby, that has been my life, is being a YouTuber and making YouTube videos. And I've never been passionate about anything other than YouTube and videos. That's the only thing I've been passionate about other things, obviously, like, and I've had other hobbies and stuff, but I've never felt a drive like I felt from doing YouTube videos. And I've been doing that for so long now. And so I've never taken a step back from social media and never taken a step back from Instagram and TikTok. And I've never taken a step back before because like that's the only thing I've had to focus on. But then I started working on my clothing line and I just never really put that much energy into it before. Like to me, Alchemy was just like, I just really liked the product. So then I started to sell it and then I just had to think about a design every couple months, make it, and then that was it. Like I didn't put too much thought into it. It just started out because I wanted to make something and I liked the thing that I was making, and then I just dropped it here and there. Right. So when I took the attention off of YouTube and I started putting it into that, I like genuinely just stopped thinking about what the fuck people thought about me because, wait, you wanna know why? Because then I realized, oh my God, it is not normal to have everybody's opinion on you 24/7. And I'm sure you relate to this as well. This is like your family around you, your friends around you, the people that you see every single day. Those people are influencing you. And me, I wasn't really seeing that many people. You know, like I wasn't hanging out with a lot of people this past month. So it was mostly just me and my thoughts. And, you know, obviously sometimes here and there I'm hanging out with people, but like I wasn't consistently surrounding myself with anything. And I wasn't hearing other people for this past month, basically. Like I was just alone in my head and with my clothing line. And if I made a design with my clothing line, why am I saying my clothing line? I can just say Alchemy. I don't know. I just like say my clothing line because I feel like you guys don't know what Alchemy is. Because I'm like, wait, who else would be the demographic buying Alchemy? It'd be you guys. Like that's why I'm like, girl, why are you saying your clothing line? And I've been like making the designs and stuff. But the thing is like doing other things like this, it's like you don't have to fucking post it that same day, that same week and have thousands of people judge your work and your creativity and your, you know what I mean? And that's literally what social media is. Like it's like you make a YouTube video, you make a story, you make a short, whatever the fuck. You talk to people in real life, you're dressed a certain way, you go to school wearing a whole new outfit, you go to work with your hair different. It's like, oh my God, immediately you have judgment right in front of your eyes, right? And I feel like I just deprived myself of that for the past month. And what the fuck? Like it's been the most insane month ever. Like I feel more myself than I ever have before. And we're gonna get into that. But yeah, I just have been able to create and do things and do whatever the fuck I want to do for the past month without the opinions of others. And I've just been able to sit with myself and figure out where I'm going with this. I have always been somebody that just loves new and different things. And I've always been like a very impulsive person, and I feel like that's been the backbone of my YouTube channel, but I feel like I've calmed down a lot in the past like year or two. And, you know, I moved a bunch when I was younger. When I was 15, I moved out, and by the time I was 18 living in LA, I think I moved to 6 different houses in 3 different cities. Like, it was a lot. And when I got to LA, I was noticing myself being like, I want to move to New York. Like, I want to move to New York. And then I literally went to, like, my therapist's office, and she was like, girl, like, don't you see a pattern? Like, don't you see a cycle? Well, she didn't say that, but, like, this fucking incense smoke. Fuck, my throat is dry right now. I sound like I smoke 50 fucking packs a day. Ew, why am I so vulgar? 50 fucking packs a day. Can I get some water? One sec, I'll come back. Okay. This incense smoke is crazy right now. So yeah, I'm in my therapist's office. She's like, girl, like, there's a cycle going on. And then I realized, oh, fuck, you're right. Like, maybe I do run away from all my problems, and maybe I do seek external validation, and I seek stuff outside of me to fulfill me, and I think that that is gonna make me happier. And I think that, oh my god, if I moved here, then I would have this friend group, and I would do this with my life, and I would have these hobbies, and if I just had this, and if I just had that, I would just be a little bit more happy. And so that's why I moved every 6 months, because I would get to where I wanted to be, and then I'd be like, all right, on to the next, on to the next, and on to the next. And I was like, oh, bitch. I don't think it's the city problem. I think it's a you problem. And I was like, caught your ass. You're right. So then what did I do? I was like, you know what, you are going to be a big girl. You're going to discipline yourself, and you're going to say, you are not allowed to move until you finish your lease. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, you're right. You're right. Let's be responsible here, okay? So I just lived my life. I lived my life, and I was so fucking bored out of my mind because I didn't really have friends, and I didn't really leave my house. Like, I didn't really leave past my, like, community, and I was, like, literally 17 years old at this time, you know? So I have, like, so much fucking energy. Like, at the end of the day, I'm still a fucking teenager. Like, I need something to do. I was like, okay, how can I make my life here in LA entertaining? So I just started waking up. Like, I wish I was joking, guys. I didn't know what the fuck to do, so I was like, let's just go mode. So at this time, I was, like, going through a little bit of heartbreak, too, and you know when you go through a little bit of heartbreak, you're like, go time. It's fucking go time. Granted, also, if you want to know the impact that this had on my life and where the story is going, this heartbreak was the worst fucking heartbreak ever. Like, I think, let me grab the journal. I promise you guys this story is going somewhere. Please believe me. Okay. If you want to know this heartbreak and how bad this was and how pivotal this was for my life, this was a book called, it's like literally faded, To All the Boys I've Ever Given a Fuck About. And it like had his name here in pen, and I crossed out to all the like boys. I wrote to all the, and I wrote his name. And like you can see this journal is fucking used, bro. Like there's so much in here. And it's a whole book. And it's like literally almost done. And it starts. This book starts in New York City. Because I was traveling to New York City while I was living in LA in August 28th, 2021. I said, I have so much to write about. I don't even know where to start. First of all, this is just the start of a new journal. Wow. This is my first time finishing a journal. Oh my gosh. What? No way. I guess my journaling, this is what I mean when I say, guys, like this point in my life when I lived in LA was like the most pivotal point in my life, because do you see how many journals I've done since 2021? Like wow. Like when I explain to you where this story is going, like you guys can really see my inner thoughts and like how, like what was going on. This is my first time finishing a journal. It feels so good. I can't wait to go back and be able to read all of these. No way! I can't believe this is my first time rereading it. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, okay. Oh my god, I was listening to the song Make You Mine. Like I literally wrote on here what song I was listening to. This plane ride is finally over, and dude, I was thinking about you the whole time. I'm thinking back to the night we both told each other we liked each other, and that moment was a moment I will always remember. I don't know what was in the fucking air that night.
Put your hand in mine. You know that I want to be with you all the time. You know that I want.
Damn, bro, I really liked this boy. Sorry, I like literally didn't realize how much I like liked this boy, and now that I think about it, I'm like, oh my god, girl. I literally wrote 222. I said, I don't know if I believe in angel numbers, but it's so crazy what happened today. So I post this whole thing about about this guy on Instagram, and I had a fan DM me 222. She noticed I mentioned it 3 times in the story, and then, oh, okay, I get it. So I guess I was talking about something, and then I mentioned the number 2, and the number of times that I mentioned 2 in the story was 3 times, so it turned out to 222. And this girl sent me this thing about 222, and she sends a link, and I read it, 222, and a sense of balance. The state of perfect balance. According to Carl Jung, it is the union of masculine and feminine principles, or the meeting place between the conscious and subconscious mind. Therefore, 222 can signify where at time everything feels right, and that this could be a moment when you were able to come to terms with your past and move on from it. And then I said, the guy that I was talking about was literally talking to me about that last night, exactly like, oh my god, I remember she sent me the link, and then it had a reference to Carl Jung and like what it means. And then this guy that I was talking to the night before was literally talking to me about Carl Jung for the first time. So I go on my spam account story to talk about this guy and like the things that he was talking about. You know what? I'm gonna try to find the stories. But I guess she sent me this link, and it just started talking about the same thing that this guy was talking about. And the reason why she found this link was because I mentioned 222. Nothing to do with the Carl Jung thing, but it's because the 222. And you know what's so crazy? I don't know what the okay, I'm just gonna be so honest with you guys. Like, I know some people are gonna think I'm crazy for this whole angel number shit, because like I don't know what I believe in and stuff, but I do think that whatever you believe in and whatever your like genuine belief and faith is in, your reality is gonna shift to be whatever you believe in, because like whatever you have in your head, you're gonna start seeking things out to validate yourself. And I think that if your mind is on you believe something like this, then you're gonna try to find some sense of meaning, right? Understand? And it's like the stronger you believe, whatever it is you believe in, the stronger you believe, the more the belief will happen. Basic principles. So this whole 222 thing. Why the fuck did I write about this? And like literally a month ago, not even 3 weeks ago, I was going to book this flight because I was just so like, I was at this turning point in my life. Not this turning point. I didn't realize it was a turning point until right now in this moment when I'm realizing that it's a turning point because I'm reading this. Okay, you guys are probably like, this girl is fucking crazy. Why am I watching a 30-minute podcast at this point of this girl? Time is currently 6:30 a.m. and tell me why my first thought this morning was, let me get on a plane and go to the Bahamas. Did something happen? Yes, something did happen. Am I upset? A little. Like, I let myself sleep on it, okay? Girl, that price just bumped up. I'm gonna go check this on my laptop, because what the fuck? They are taxing me right now. Call to book. I don't want to call to book. Let me just try to get a one-way, because what the fuck? All of a sudden, oh my god. Look, it says $199. It says $199. We're getting a flight right now. The flight is at 8:30 a.m. though. Okay. I have to literally get in the Uber right after this to try to catch this flight. Girl, where are my credit cards? Yikes. Where is my other credit card? Oh my god, my laptop just died. It just died. Bitch, I'm not taking no sign from the universe today. It doesn't work like that. Look at this. It says laptop dead. My pulse is telling me to go. I think the universe is trying to tell me, be mature. Stay back. Deal with your emotions. Stop running away. And I said, fuck you. Just kidding. I love you. Listen, a girl's gotta do what she's gotta do. Oh my god, look at this, guys. Look at this. You can't tell me that's insane. And then like literally, I was so anxious. And I remember like sitting on the train and being like, oh my god, like God, please give me a sign. Like fucking anything, please. Because I was talking to my friend the other day and they were like, yeah, you just need to like, and then my receipt. You know what? Oh my god, I have film pictures of us in here. Oh my god, speaking about signs, literally on November 27th, I literally wrote, I'm so confused, I need a sign. I don't know what's meant to happen. I'm getting so many signs. I just don't understand, I guess. Please, just give me a sign. Wow, what I was just talking about right there about like signs and if you seek things out, and the fact that I just found this page that says the end. I'm so confused. I need a sign. Like, I guess I finished this journal off, like, oh my god, and then the soundtrack I was listening to, I'll play it in the background. It says falling in love with someone you can't have. I said, damn, it's been a full week since I've written about you. I'm listening to the music that I used to write. so many. I wrote essays. I wrote essays because I meant like I used to write so many pages about like how I was feeling about him. So I said I'm listening to the music that I used to listen, that I used to write essays about you too. This feels so weird. I want to cry because this brings me back to New York when I wrote about you nonstop, and now I'm starting to forget about you. Oh my god, at this point it had been since August. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. August, September, October. At this point it had been like only 2 months, and I was like just like writing about how like I'm starting to forget about him. Honestly, I think that we might be done. I know I shouldn't be manifesting this, but I truly believe that we are not right for each other. There's gonna be lots more people out there that'll treat me like the queen I am. Holy shit! I'm having a full circle moment right now, and like I don't know if this is too vulnerable to share, but like I shouldn't have to beg for the bare minimum from you. I want my future boyfriend to be excited to call me and be excited to text me. I guess. But we were just not compatible, and that's okay. We were not good with each other. Most definitely learned a lot from you, but we were not compatible, and that's okay. LOL. Wow, and I was just saying in my video today, literally that I filmed today, and I was saying like, you just have to be compatible with the person, and this is no wrong or right on anybody. This is literally just like we were not compatible, and you gotta make sure that you feel good around the people that you're with and that they should uplift you and like be there. Anyways, I can't believe I wrote that. Honestly, whatever is the first word that came to my head. What happened happened. What a fun chapter in my age of 18. That was a fun 4 months that changed my life. One day I'll read these all back and laugh. Obviously a little upset, but it's different. I'm not thinking, I want you. It's more like, aw, wait, I'm crying. It's more like, wait, I guess I was crying in this moment. But it's different. I'm not thinking, I want you. It's more like, aw, wait, I'm crying. It's more like, aw, we were two teens having fun. There was innocence about it, which I don't know if I'll find again, but I don't know if that's what I want. I just know that it was one of a kind. I know I won't love like that again. Aww. Oh, wait, this is my first time reading this. And I was literally talking about this today in my Get Ready With Me video, which maybe I'll post that after this, actually. But like I was just trying to find a story time to tell, and I was like, let me tell this story time about how like I self-sabotaged myself when I was like a teenager. Like, and I was just telling this story, but like now I'm like reading my inner thoughts for the first time, and I'm like, this is so crazy. Sorry, not to cry, but I like haven't felt these emotions. Oh, I love being a girl. Okay. Okay. Is this video about to be called like reading out my love letters? Okay. I know I won't love like that again. I felt my age with you. I felt like this was a chapter I skipped over and went back to. It felt so good being a teen, just blindly in love. Oh my god, I wrote about that because I grew up really fast. I need to stop crying. Oh my god. Wow. I wrote that because like I grew up really fast, so I never really got to experience like what it was like going to college and what it was like having a teen romance. Like I didn't like have a boyfriend in high school. I like never really had a boyfriend, like once in middle school in 6th grade, but like I never had a boyfriend up until like I was out of high school. So I never got to experience what it was like going to the mall or like just going out to eat with your boyfriend or like just sitting in bed and watching TV. Like I never got to experience that. And like I wrote in here, like, I felt my age with you, and I felt like this. Oh my god.
So I never really knew you. God, I really tried to.
I felt my age with you. I felt like this was a chapter I skipped over and went back to. It felt so good being a teen, just blindly in love. But it was what I needed in my life. It's crazy how meant to be everything was. I can't believe you were all meant to be. Just 2 months ago, you were laying where I am now, and we were confessing our feelings to each other. Now looking back at it, it's like we never had what we had. I used to wake up next to you. I can't believe I used to fall asleep next to you. Hands interlocked. I wasn't expecting to write this much. Blank. Thank you. I learned so much from you. I learned to unapologetically be myself. I learned about spirituality. I journaled because of you. I started reading books because of you. I learned about affirmations because of you. I learned about crystals and meditation because of you. Learned love languages, and I learned words of affirmation. I learned so much. Thank you. These past 4 months have been life-changing. I hope to see you succeed in life and achieve everything you want. Oh my god, girl, I was like literally only like 18. I know you go through a lot. I hope one day you can work through everything. I know you battle with your thoughts, and I hope you get over it and you kill it out there. And I hope you kill it out there. Fuck. Wow. Oh my god, I feel like I haven't opened up this book, guys. How did we get here? I hope you work on yourself further because you are great. We may not have worked out, but we were both young, and this was an amazing chapter in my life. I hope everything goes amazing for you. I will always remember you as the boy that changed my life, and I will be telling my kids about you. You were dope. The sound of your laugh, I hope I remember forever. Oh my god, I don't remember the sound of his laugh. Oh fuck. That was the most precious thing to me. Genuinely hearing a laugh from you, I think I have love for you. I love you, but for now it's bye. I'm crying. I actually love you, and I can't wait to come back and read this. I love you. Oh my god. Oh my god, 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 oh my god. And that's why I wrote the end. Oh my god. Aww.
But I just need to tell you all.
It's crazy because like I don't even like this boy anymore or anything. It's literally just like I feel like I'm like my old self again. You know what I mean? And I feel like I'm like young and in love again reading this. I'm like, oh my god, I didn't realize I felt so many emotions. Sometimes I would think, oh my god, sometimes I think I wish I never met you, but I wouldn't be the person I am today. Bro, I'm like literally crying editing this. Wow. Wow. Okay. Hopefully I chapter this video out so you can skip to wherever you want to go, because I'm not going to make you watch through this all. Hi, so if you just skip through all of that, sorry if I'm crying. We just went through a lot, but so during this time, as you guys can see, I was going through a lot and I wanted to move to New York, and like I was like going through a lot, and I was like moving to New York would solve my problems. I was traveling to New York a little here and there. And so like we got to the point where it's like November, I want to move to New York. Vlogmas is happening. I'm waking up at 5 a.m. every day, editing a video till 10, going to the gym, you know, seeing the same people, seeing the same trainers, walking my dog, going to sleep at 9 o'clock, drinking tea, reading books, meditating, crystals, because I just learned so much. And at this point I was fucking heartbroken. So I told myself that I was going to be celibate for a year and like literally not entertain any boys, not flirt with any boys, not kiss with any boys, literally nothing for 1 year straight. And I'm like 18, bro. Like I'm like 18 living in LA, about to move to New York. Like I'm like, you know what I mean? Like that was a good discipline to me, okay? And I wasn't seeing very many people. And I think during this time I was consuming a lot of like books. And like in hindsight, like there's this podcast, it's In Hindsight. I've like watched every single episode of his. And during this time I remember I saw this video and it was just talking about like him going celibate or whatever. I'm saying like or whatever because like this video isn't trying to push anything on you. I'm just trying to tell you like my story, and I know that can, I don't know, that just sounds like, yeah, like sex is bad, but that's not what I'm trying to say at all, guys. That's not what I'm trying to get across. But you can just see how much I was like just focusing on myself here, right? So then my lease is up and then I moved to New York, and I think that my content changed a lot from me moving from LA to New York. For context, when I moved from LA, like literally the day before I moved or something like that same week to New York from LA, like I hit 1.3 8 million subscribers, I think. And within a year of moving to New York, I hit 3 million. So how did it take me like 10 years to build up to 1.8 million and then only 11 years to get to 3 million? Like that 1 year of me moving really did a lot. And I think that it was more than just the move though, because like my content just shifted because I just started like making more videos about like the shit that I like to watch. You know, like I like watching aesthetic home content. So I started posting about aesthetic home content. And also like I just started going to the gym more, doing more self-care. I was doing my affirmations more. I was meditating. I was going outside. I started to appreciate nature more. That is one of the really big things that started happening. Are you guys seeing the dots connect here? Like we like, are you seeing? I had a heartbreak. He taught me books, crystals, meditation, fucking being myself all unapologetically. Like he was really into fashion and stuff like that. So then I like started to really just start experimenting with fashion and like seeing what I liked. Like I like went on that journey by myself. Do you see the emotions and the feeling that I had and see how strongly I started pouring into myself? Do you see, this is how I'm trying to explain it. Do you see how much I just started like going back into myself? I started journaling. Realized that this journal was because I started journaling and I started writing down my thoughts and I started being with my thoughts and I started being with my feelings and I started, you know, focusing on myself. I started going to the gym. I started waking up and going to sleep at the same time every single night. I started going outside. I started going on walks. I started maybe doing some meditations here and there. You know what I mean? And then I also started minimalism. Like I literally got rid of all my fucking clothes, everything. And I literally had like, sorry for the literallys. I had like a closet and like that was it. I had like maybe 5 shirts, 2 jackets. Like I stopped buying shit. I literally stopped buying shit for like a full 6 months when I moved to New York. Like anything that was unnecessary. Like I slept on a mattress topper for the first like month living in New York. Like I just went berserk, but in the best way possible. What that made me realize was like, what do I actually like need in life to like be content with myself? And then I realized after doing the routine and everything that I did, like maybe life isn't about like waking up every single day and like thinking about, oh my God, what's the next big thing I'm gonna do? Where am I trying to go? Where am I trying to move? What job am I trying to get? What's the next thing? After you achieve, you want the next and you want the next and you want the next. And I was like, oh my God, maybe it's not about, because what the next to me was moving to New York impulsively because I thought that that's what I needed. You know what I mean? To like it jumps to the next. And I was like, no, like it's okay to like just be in calm state. You don't have to always be like, girl, you could like live a normal life and like not have to do something different all the time, you know? So then I realized throughout all this, like, okay, I'm content with doing the same things every single day. I actually really do find fulfillment and joy in going to sleep at night knowing that I'm going to do my skincare and I'm gonna get to read my book and I'm gonna get to, you know, wake up the next day and go to the gym and make my favorite breakfast. Like I started to find the joy in the little things in life because I was fucking bored as shit in LA. That's basically what I'm trying to say here. Like I was just like, you know what, how else can I be excited about my life but not have to move myself across the country? You know, like let's find the little things, Mai. And so after all of this, getting rid of all my things, only having a couple pieces of clothing, I really just started to just have me and my thoughts. And it was just like, I really just started to like, it kind of made me kind of go back to what I was saying at the beginning of this video, is that like I took a step back from Instagram and YouTube and I was like, what am I doing? Like, where is this going? Like, wait, you know, and that's kind of like what happened throughout the years. Like naturally as people, we change and like we grow into new people and stuff. But when we step back to really like look at it, it's like, are we changing and like becoming new versions of ourselves because that's truly like who we are and that's who we are evolving as we like grow up and go through life and learn things? Or is it because that we're letting other people influence the way that we think that we need to be? You know, and that's kind of like what happened when I moved to New York. Like I never really had like a style for my house. Like I never had like an interior decorating vibe or curation or style. Like every time I moved, I would have different aesthetics and different eras. And then when I moved to New York, I had this vision once and I was just imagine myself sitting in this house in Japan. Okay, because one day I'll look back at this. You're in Japan. You are in Japan right now. Absolutely nothing. Like they live in little minimalist like Japanese houses and that's why they have such good lives. They have their little bamboo mats just like you're sitting right now. And it was so clear to me. Like I could just imagine I like was sitting on like a wooden floor with like a tatami mat and it was just all glass walls and and I could just see the outside, and I could look at the roof, and it was like this, and I just like saw myself there, and I was just like, oh my gosh, like I really love this. And then I had the thought where I was like, wait, being like low to the floor and like grounded like must be good for you. That's why people in Japan live so long, is because they're constantly getting up and going down and getting up and going down, and like it just feels so relaxing, and it just feels like, ugh, like you're, you know. So I had that thought, and that thought, it wasn't the outside influence or a picture I saw on Instagram. It was me questioning my thoughts in my head and being with myself and allowing room to like be with myself, in the space to be with myself, because of all these compounding effects. The little decisions that I made me start being a little bit more in tune with myself. And I had that thought, and I questioned it, and I started thinking about it more, and I let it influence my decisions. Right. And so now I started like, then like when I moved to New York, I got like this outdoor couch. Like I went on Wayfair and I bought an outdoor couch, and I didn't drill the fucking arms on it because I was like, I don't know, I just like the look. You know, I just started going on Facebook Marketplace and buying random shit. I something that I really started to ask myself is like, instead of thinking what's the vibe that I'm trying to make, like what picture am I trying to recreate, just think about what individual pieces that I like. Like, do I like this piece on its own? If I like this piece on its own, then buy it and put it in my house, and it'll probably mix. And if it doesn't mix, then shit. But it's like you're curating your own vibe by looking at individual things and going based off of, do I like this or do I not? Not, is this gonna go with this picture that I found? Is this kind of going towards the inspo? Is this what this person would like? Is this what this person would do? It's like more like, why do you want to do it? Now you can see my house. It's just like a mix of fucking random shit that I bought. Random things, which you guys will see in the next vlogs, but we need to stop being so easily influenced. I feel like we're all so gullible, me included, where it's like, I don't think we realize that the content that we consume online and the people that we surround ourselves with and like what we see on social media, how much that is affecting who we are today and who we show up as. That's why trends exist on TikTok. That is why TikTok is what TikTok is because us as humans, yeah, we naturally want to connect with people. But whether that's in real life or not in real life, we are constantly trying to be validated and like have us be heard. And TikTok does that, you know, like your algorithm is so finely attuned to your thoughts and what you think. So it's going to push the same content to you. And it's going back to the point that I mentioned before, that like your beliefs, like your reality is going to show up as what you believe. Let's say I believe the earth was flat. That's crazy to say. But let's say that I believe that the earth was flat. If we were homies, I would probably try to convince you that the earth was flat as well. And maybe you would start believing that the earth is flat. You know, because naturally as humans, we say our ideas in hopes that people connect with us and feel the same. You have your idea of what your dream life is. Maybe you wanna fucking do the cottagecore life, live on a farm, take care of your goats with your 10 children. Truly deep down, you watch that content and you're like, oh, that seems pretty nice. You say this out loud to your friend Stacy. You're like, Stacy, I think that I wanna live this life. Isn't this so cool? And she goes, yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't think I could ever do that. Like, I think that, like, I really want to, like, live in, like, a really nice home in, like, California, go to the beach every single day. You wouldn't miss, like, going to a coffee shop. And then what's that gonna make you start doing? Being like, oh, like, yeah, like, maybe she is on about something. Maybe she is right. Yeah, that does make sense. It's a little bit far. And, like, what happens if there's an emergency? Ugh, that's what I mean when I say stop being so easily influenced. Are you still listening to this? If you are, can you comment rice ball? Please? I just realized I've been recording for like an hour straight. And I feel like with this spring season changing and the weather getting nicer, I feel like this is like the perfect time for transformation. And it's like the physical world and the physical thing that we're seeing right now, it's like literally changing. The seasons are changing, the weather is changing, the plants are changing, the trees are changing, everything is changing. So we as people are also changing. Like, we're a part of nature as well, and like life. The animals are coming out of hibernation, you know what I mean? Like, the sun's coming out, we're gonna start feeling better about ourselves. It's time for that spring cleaning. We're gonna feel more energy. Like, if you have been sleeping in, if you haven't been eating the best, if you haven't been working out, if you haven't been studying, if you haven't been your sharpest, if you haven't been hanging out with people as much, that is okay, y'all. We just went through a season of winter, okay? Our year starts now. Our year can start now. Something that I really think that we can start doing to feel validated and to feel, you know, comfortable in our own skin and expressing ourselves and just really like just being more in tune with ourselves to kind of guide us where we need to go and like kind of just trust ourselves more and like be confident in our ideas and be confident in where we want to go in life. And you know, like just really tune back into ourselves and what we want and what our younger self would have wanted for us, is to just start writing down your thoughts, writing down your ideas. Like, it doesn't even have to be just journaling. Like, you know, you guys saw like how much journaling changed my life. Like, clearly that was the first, I was writing about how I finished my first journal when I opened that. So like, I hadn't been getting into it long now, and fast forward 3 years later, you know, writing down my thoughts has completely changed my life. Like, you don't have to journal. You could sticky note it, write it in your notes. I do all types of journaling. Like, if I'm out and about, I'm on my phone or I don't want to grab my journal, I just write it in my notes right away. Anytime I get an idea, it goes in my notes. If I see something on social media, like, I screenshot, and then later on I can organize my screenshots into like a vision board or something. Like, that's what all this is. Or, you know, if I like have thoughts, like a to-do list task, I put it on my whiteboard. If I have new ideas, anything, I journal, I write. What that does is it allows you to like validate your thoughts, and it allows you to, you know, ideate on your ideas a little bit. And it's like, it could be any form of just getting your thoughts out, voice memos, like literally anything. Because you don't know how impactful it is when you write things down. It shows yourself, this is important, like this is an idea, like this is okay. You know, you're writing it out, and like, even if it's a bad idea, good idea, you won't know what's a bad idea or what's a good idea if you don't write it out. When you write it out, it's like, you know that it's there and it's gonna be there, and you know, and it allows new thoughts to come in and new ideas to come in, and it allows you to compare different things. Just write it out. It'll clear your brain up. You'll have so many new thoughts. You'll realize like how many ideas that you have yourself, whether you're questioning something in your life, you don't know how to do something, you have more mental clarity, or like just, you know, to just let more ideas flow through you. And I feel like for me personally, joy in my life and what brings me like happiness is like just being able to create. And that doesn't mean videos, that doesn't mean a specific thing. It's just being able to get my thoughts out into the world. And whether that just be typing it down or doing a little more research on it, or you know, making a vision board, or if I see something on social media and I like it, then I can screenshot it and I'm like, what do I like about this thing? Like, why do I like this picture so much? Like, being intentional about like scrolling on social media and the content that I'm consuming, because like this goes back to like, instead of just scrolling and through shit and like not thinking at all, at least like if we're gonna scroll, like start asking ourselves questions. This is all about asking ourselves questions and like introspection and like figuring out why we like things and why we don't like things, because that then later on leads to, you know, your house being pretty because you genuinely, and like you not having to like buy new house furniture all the time because you genuinely like the pieces in your house because you really ask yourself questions. Same thing with your wardrobe. You won't be buying new pieces of clothing all the time because you started to buy things that you actually like. So I was just rambling for an hour and 22 minutes straight. All this to say, start writing your ideas down. Start believing in yourself. You know, the next time that you have an idea, just write it down. Don't even try to, you don't have to try to correct your thoughts and be like positive or anything. Like, I know it's hard. Just write your thoughts down, and that's all you need to do. That's all I'm asking you. Just write your thoughts down. You have no idea how much that's going to change your life. Seriously. Just write down your thoughts. Bad, good. No one's gonna see them, bro. No one's gonna see them. They're for yourself, and you're gonna thank yourself later, because look at the fucking emotional impact that the journal just had on me. And I hope to be able to come back to YouTube and just be able to make videos that I love making, and I hope that you enjoy them as well. And I just want my videos to just make somebody feel something. It doesn't necessarily mean I have to be talking like this or anything. I'm just gonna still do my regular vlogs, but I just want you to feel something when you watch my videos. You know what I mean? And like being able to just like sit with my thoughts and sit with my ideas and be able to ideate on things and realize what do I like and what do I not like, and just now I'm gonna be able to show up and just be more myself, and I'm gonna have so much more fun making videos, so much more fun doing alchemy, so much more fun just with my life, I hope, because I'm just being me, you know, without having to think like, how do I look on Instagram and all this shit. I'm gonna try to be nicer to myself about the way that I like, because I'm probably gonna look back on this video and be like, cringe. Like, bro, I recorded a whole video, had it edited, and then I was like, cringe. Yeah, well, I love you. And if you enjoyed this video and you stayed this long, comment, I love. Let's comment if you're reading this, I love you. Just if you're reading this, I love you. If you stayed this long at the end of this video, comment if you're reading this, I love you. Because imagine being somebody that clicks on this video, they're just right at the 1 minute mark, and they see all the comments saying, if you're reading this, I love you. Like, how are you not gonna feel a little bit better, you know? I was reading this book. They were talking about how, you know, when you think about like having an interaction with a person or like just doing anything like that, like think about how you can make it more positive or like at least leave it neutral, but like never have somebody walking away feeling negative. Like, so whenever I like go throughout my day recently, I've just been like making sure that like if I'm like speaking to the cashier at the bodega, I'll like spark up a conversation, or not even that, just say please and thank you really nicely, or give a smile, like, and you know somebody's gonna click on this video and they're gonna see that if you're reading this, I love you, and they're gonna feel better. So let's all tomorrow make our intentions, or whenever you're reading this, try to make one of your intentions, and you can keep this in your back pocket for whenever you need just an intention, is to just make sure that you're leaving the person that you see or whatever you do a little bit more positive. Leave it the same or leave it a little bit more positive, but never leave something more negative or worse, you know? And that all goes back to we should leave nature how we found it and pick up our trash. Okay, bye.